Hello, I am Cami from the blog Tidbits at tidbits-cami.com. Today I want to talk to you about this thing called the force of nature that my sister told me I had to try. And I gotta say, she knows me well because when I did just a bit of research, I knew I truly had to give it a go. Force of Nature is a product that makes a multi-purpose, non-toxic cleaner by combining three common household ingredients: salt, water, vinegar, and electricity to create a germ and odor killing cleaning spray. But does it work? How does it work? Is it safe and effective? What does it smell like? Well, let's chat about these 5 questions that I first had when my little sis sent me that enthusiastic text that so boldly proclaimed that I would love Force of Nature. Okay. First, how does the Force of Nature work? How does this little appliance give salt, water, and vinegar super cleaning and disinfecting powers? You guys, this is so cool. Now, I do not like chemistry or science, but I am grateful that some people do and that they made this cool discovery. So I'm going to explain it to you like I did to my 7-year-old because that's about the level of my chemistry understanding. But I've got to tell you, this was an awesome impromptu science homeschool lesson when this cool little thing showed up at my door. All right, so I'm going to show you quickly how this works, but first I want you to know that this content is not sponsored. I am just overly excited about this product, and I had to tell you, I did reach out to them and ask if they'd be willing to send me the starter kit so that I could test it before I shared it. And I did ask them to get a coupon code set up for you so that I could offer you a discount. So they were super generous and set up the code Tidbits30 to give you 30% off the starter kit and their bundle deals. So just be sure you're checking the description for the links to the specific products and that I'll be sharing, and the ones that will work with the coupon, I'll link right to them. So I will also link to some resource pages that I found very helpful while I was learning more about the Force of Nature. All right, so here is how you make this non-toxic multi-purpose cleaner. So first of all, you are going to fill it to the fill line, fill the electrolyzer, to the fill line with water. It's best to use filtered water. So I use my Berkey water filter, which you may have heard me talk about. You may need to buy bottled water if you don't have a filter system in your home, especially if you have hard water. And then the next thing you're gonna do is just plug in the electrolyzer to your outlet, and then you will pour in the salt and vinegar solution that is carefully measured in this capsule. Now these capsules have the exact measurements for accurate results. Now I immediately wanted to know if I could make my own solution because I'm a DIYer, so I reached out to their customer service and they explained the danger in doing that is that you could end up with like more of a bleach solution instead of the gentle solution that's intended. It also voids the warranty because they cannot guarantee the results. So just keep that in mind. Next, all you do is push this button and watch it do its magic. Now let's talk quickly about what is actually going on here with all these bubbles. Now I love that their little guide says for kids only here. So you have water, which we know is 2 hydrogen molecules and 1 oxygen. And then salt, which is sodium and chloride. Now the vinegar is simply there to kind of lower the acidity of the solution to give these molecules the right environment to work their magic. Now the electrolyzer sends an electrical current to actually break those molecules apart, and then they bond together in 2 new teams. The first is sodium hydroxide, which does a fantastic job at like cleaning up your mess and making your surface look sparkling clean. The second team is hypochlorous acid, which is what kills the germs, including virus and bacteria and odors. I think it's so fascinating that you can create this gentle, non-toxic solution that works as good as bleach and other sanitizers in killing germs. Force of Nature is actually EPA tested and registered for use in like homes, hospitals, schools, and reported to kill 99.9% of bacteria. Think like meat contamination, and viruses, think COVID. So all the testing is done by a third party, so I feel pretty confident in these statistics. After it's done, which just takes a few minutes, you pour it into the spray bottle. The starter kit comes with this bottle, but you can use any bottle that you have at home as well. You could also put it in smaller bottles to keep maybe one in the bathroom or one in the car or in your purse. You might be asking why you can't just buy the solution at the store. Now, they don't actually sell that way because the solution will weaken over time. You only have 14 days before the cleaning power is not what it should be. And that's why you make this solution at home when you're ready to use it. It's actually not new technology from what I've learned. Force of Nature just made it available in our homes with this cool little appliance. But before they just used huge expensive machines to make this. So I've noticed that my general daily cleaning in my home easily goes through this in 14 days. So let's talk about the question, is it effective and is it safe? Now, I have been pretty trigger happy around my home to see if I could stand behind this product as I tested it out. And I wanted to be reassured on a couple of very important things to me. One, does it get the surface clean? And two, does it make me or my kids feel yucky? So I have two kids in particular that I have discovered to be very sensitive to chemicals, which has been kind of the main reason I'm always talking about and on the search for like more natural and safe products. In fact, deciding to homeschool my kids this year was in part determined by how sick my daughter would feel after school, particularly after lunch when they had just freshly disinfected all the surfaces and desks. It just broke my heart to watch her feel so miserable, and I knew that it was not a healthy environment for her or any of them. Also, bleach and other harsh chemicals will often give me headaches, sometimes like full-fledged migraines. And it just makes me feel like itchy and burny and yucky. So I had to make sure that the Force of Nature wouldn't do that. And I think I'll actually link you to a page that compares Force of Nature to other natural cleaners so that you can see how much safer it really is. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but I definitely encourage you to go and learn more if you are thinking about buying one. Now, I am happy to report that I have been using it like heavily for a few weeks and haven't noticed any of those symptoms. To top it off, it does an amazing job at cleaning, making my stove and my kitchen and my bathrooms, the floors, and just all the surfaces sparkling clean with a home that smells so fresh. I really hope you have the same experience because I am hooked and I feel like I found the cleaner that can just work for about everything. All right, so what can you clean with this solution? Now, I'll tell you what I've been doing and having great results with, and then I'll link you to a page where you can see like dozens of more ideas for what to safely clean and disinfect. So I love it on the kitchen sink. Ours is heavily used with 4 kids, 3 meals a day, and it's always dirty. I did a previous video on my favorite sink cleaning products that I was using before I discovered Force of Nature. I still stand by the amazing vinegar for some serious whitening potential, but it's expensive. I go through it fast if that's all I'm using. So I've been happy to see that the Force of Nature has worked great for like my nightly sink scrub down after dinner and dishes. It leaves it just sparkling clean. It works safely on the wood, the marble, the polished nickel, all of it that's surrounding my sink, and I feel pretty good knowing that it's also like disinfecting, especially after I've been cooking with meats. I'll probably still use a vinegar for like a monthly whitening scrub, but this is going to save me a lot of money. I love using Force of Nature on toilets, aka the bacteria playground. I'll actually just kind of spray the whole throne inside and out and let it sit and work while I clean the rest of the bathroom. I've also been known to just kind of do a quick little spray down several times during the week, focusing on like the flushing handle and the seat, and I feel better about our bathroom cleanliness even with 4 carefree kids. Pet messes. So we had a mama cat go into labor in our house after the kids let her in. I wasn't prepared for that magic and mess, but Force of Nature sure was. So it took care of all the odors that I needed to, and it was great. Sports equipment, it is soccer season and boys stink. I like having Force of Nature in my mudroom, and I just did like a quick little spray in stinky shoes and cleats, and it works really good. And then just like generally surfaces around the home, countertops, tables, I use it particularly after dinner. I love how shiny it makes everything look, and it feels great to wake up to a clean and fresh kitchen every day. I've also used it on cleaning brushes and other brushes. So I'll like do a quick spray to disinfect the brush that I use to clean the dishes, and I've also been using it on our makeup brushes. I can only imagine how much bacteria lives on those, and both my daughter and I feel like that our breakouts have been a little more in control since we've been doing that every now and then. Our floors get filthy. We really need to get some landscaping outside so that my kids aren't dragging dirt and mud in all the time, but they look so clean if I use my Norwex mopping pad, which I love, and this spray, and I'll do it on my entire home, and when the mopping's done, it just is so clean and smells so good. Can you also believe that this is safe enough to use in place of a hand sanitizer directly on your hands if needed? I've been keeping like a small bottle in my car or my purse for when we feel like our hands may need it. I'll also spritz down like my phone and computer keyboard when I feel like it's been heavily touched and germified. So those are the main areas I can think of now that I've been using and cleaning with Force of Nature. But check out the link below for many more ideas. I've seen things like baby gear, pacifiers, high chairs, stinky garbage cans, like the rubber gasket in the washer, toothbrushes, camping gear, litter boxes, and so much more. I'm really just ecstatic about how much potential and how versatile this product is. I just feel like it's the last multi-purpose cleaner I will ever need. So what does it cost, and is it cost effective? So let's talk money. The starter kit, which gets you the electrolyzer, a spray bottle, and a handful of these capsules, is about $56 right now, but be sure to use my coupon for 30% off. However, that is like a one-time purchase, and after that, all you need is these capsules. You can buy them in bulk on the Force of Nature website or Amazon. You can also subscribe and save so that they come at like a certain time and interval without you thinking about reordering them. But check out this graphic that is showing that even after buying this starter kit the first year, you are only spending about 7 cents an ounce, much lower per ounce when compared to other natural cleaners. Once I figured that out, I felt much better about just spraying it whenever and wherever I felt like it. Okay, the starter kit with the 5 capsules is a great place to start, but if you feel confident enough in my recommendation, I suggest just getting the bigger bundles that come with 25 or even 50 of these capsules so that you're just good to go for some time. I just had to reorder more and wish I would have done that. All right, last question to talk about. What does it smell like? Okay, let me know in the comments if you're also pretty picky about how your products smell, especially your cleaners. For years, I've been making my own cleaners with essential oils, even though I knew those weren't super effective disinfectants. I just wanted my home to smell good naturally. So when my sis first told me about it, I immediately wanted to know how it smelled. Since she said it used vinegar, I really did not want a vinegar smell in my home, but her words were, it just smells so fresh and clean, and that pretty much sums it up. You might compare it to like a chlorine or swimming pool smell, but it is nowhere near that strong and overpowering. I've had house cleaners come help me out on occasion, and while they leave the house smelling clean, it's really overpowering and often makes me sick. This is just like a really subtle fresh scent. It's there so that you know it's clean, but I did have to resist the urge to add some lemon essential oil because I looked at the website and they don't recommend that, since that will kind of mess with the whole chemical composition of the carefully formulated product. I still keep my essential oil like room and linen sprays handy so I can still enjoy a lemony fresh home when I want to. Now I could go on, but I won't. Please just check the links below to learn more about Force of Nature. Grab my coupon code. I hope this video has come across genuine. I am really so excited about this product in my life. and really wanted to share it with you. If you also feel the need to clean out the products in your home, I really think you'll be happy with it, but I would love to hear your thoughts or questions or comments below. Now, if you want to learn more about cleaning up the water you drink, check out my really popular video all about 10 Berkey water filter mistakes to avoid. I've got a coupon code and loads of passion for that too. Thanks for watching this video. I will be back next week to share more inspiration for do-it-yourself living.